Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode 808. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 20 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that 3 things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they even have the ability to turn a quote-unquote non-author into a published one. Those 3 things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. "We see a single mother refilling snow globes with Christmas juice. She is widow. Her husband died in every war." If you're wondering what the heck that was, that quote comes from the result of an experiment wherein writer and comedian Keaton Patti fed an AI, an artificial intelligence program, 1,000 hours of Hallmark Christmas movies. He then programmed it to write a couple Hallmark movie scripts of its own, and that really funny, crazy line was from one of those scripts. So once again, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Friday fact format we've been doing this year, where each Friday I offer up a fact that is something relevant for authors or books or writing, and then discuss how we can apply it to your writing. So here's today's Friday fact, and yes, it is related to that crazy Hallmark AI quote we kicked off the show with. Earlier this month, a startup called Compose.ai raised $2.1 million in seed funding to help us all write faster, and this is all per an article in TechCrunch. And of course, this isn't the only AI application helping us write either. The big player, of course, is Grammarly. But in case you're staying up at night worrying about machines making a dent in your book sales, there are a few significant distinctions to be made between the AI version of writing and what we do as humans. Distinction number 1, biggest one, context. Even when the natural language processing application you're using suggests a better way of wording something than the way that you worded it, know that the AI inside has absolutely no idea what you're writing about. Whether it's something like Grammarly or a smaller scale app like the text auto-populating that happens on your smartphone or in Gmail, other various emails, the algorithm at the core of these brilliant wording suggestions, they have no context about what you're writing about. They're just doing something very automated. Number 2, creative choices. Another thing to keep in mind, even as the aforementioned apps like Grammarly and others seem to be making grammatically perfect text suggestions, in the world of writing, those are not always the best choices. As authors, we are constantly investing time and skill in making the best editorial choices, ones that reflect the tone, style, and goals of our writing. Stylistically speaking, those choices are not always the best grammatical ones. Writers are not meant to sound like robots. We're not meant to write like robots. So when the robots try to mimic us, there's something missing. Having the skills to craft our work in a way that creates a specific, stylized, layered reading experience. And believe me, that's a galaxy far, far away from simply writing something that is grammatically correct. Number 3, finally, speaking of something missing, it's called the human experience, being human. Keep in mind that as humans, we've been around for quite a long time now, with our brains picking up all sorts of new evolutionary details along the way about how to survive and thrive for century after century. Even with all the details programmed into AI about how to describe the human experience and emotions and perceptions about the world around us, there is no artificial substitution that exists that puts various aspects of that experience into words the way a human writer can. We're the only ones that can really put the unique experience of being a human into words. Call it the heart, the soul, or spirit of an author, whatever you like, but as of yet, there is no way to artificially recreate it. So I hope that gets, especially those of you, if you're losing sleep at night, wondering about robots taking your writing jobs, I hope that kind of puts your mind at ease. I will put the source article about Compose.ai and those other startups in the show notes as always. I will also drop into the show notes the link about the hilarious AI written Hallmark Christmas movies. If you want a really good laugh, read some of the scripts that the AI came up with when it was fed 1,000 hours of Hallmark Christmas movies. So hope you enjoy the show notes today. Very entertaining ones. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And please drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook, also in the show notes, for motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing, resources, and more. Until tomorrow, happy writing.